Well, you have to get somewhat of an education in it. I think that's kind of important. I didn't even major in it in college. I minored in it, and I don't even think I finished my minor actually, but I took a lot of theater classes, not even knowing I was going to be an actress. I was interested in art history, and I thought I was going to get involved in the art world. But it turns out I moved to New York and tried to become an actress, and did, and I think it's important that you just keep studying, keep doing the craft, keep learning things and watching people and staying passionate about it. If you are an aspiring actor or actress, you must be so serious about doing it as a career, because it's not glamorous. It is a lot of work. You really have to love what you do, because it can be very tedious and tiring. So I really just say, if you know you love it, then you're going to be fine. If you're not sure, I wouldn't waste my time, because it's a lot of work. But try. If you want to try it, try it. Just be prepared for a lot of work. The best is touching people, especially when you're an on-stage actor. Seeing people's reactions. Also, being a working actor is a really great thing. Not all of us work continuously. It's really rare. So having a job is really nice. And probably the worst thing about it is, I guess, you don't have a lot of free time. I mean, if we're talking strictly Broadway on an 8-show a week schedule, you really don't have a lot of free time. I mean, you have your days free most of the time, but that's spent just getting errands done and being a normal person, and then doing charity things and having other things to do, and
stuff like this.
You know, stuff like, you know, anything. It's a lot. There's no free time, basically. That's the hardest part for me. Eliza Doolittle in My Fair Lady. By
All right,
far.
you said it.
I don't have one specific actor I love to perform with. I think anyone who loves what they do and does it professionally and seriously, that's what I think is exciting. That's who I think is exciting to work with. God, there's so many. Everyone, I can't really say there's one specific person that sticks out. I loved working with Johnny Tartaglia. He became a dear, dear friend of mine. And, you know, Peter Flynn, and I guess those guys from Beauty. My typical day is spent doing a lot of running around. Trying to have a normal life, but no, it's not a typical life. You can't possibly have a typical life living in New York City with a Broadway schedule. It's kind of insane. A lot of coffee, trying to sleep as much as possible. Typically about 2 or 3 months for a Broadway show. Ours was a lot longer because we had the Denver out-of-town tryout, and then we came here and had the strike happen, so we were delayed 3 more weeks, and we had to come back, and the opening was 5 weeks longer than we thought it was supposed to be. So anyway, typically like 2 or 3 months, but ours was ridiculous. So. I did little regional shows. I did a lot of regional shows all over the country. I worked on a cruise ship as a singer all over the world. Very cool. I was a waitress, as most actresses are.
Starving actress.
Starving actresses. And I worked at an art gallery for a little while. My dream role. What did I write? I think to originate a part on Broadway would be really nice. I can't think of any one specific role, but I guess just to originate something. I mean, I'd love to be in Chicago playing Roxy. Maybe that would be really fun on Broadway, but yeah, I think just to originate something.
That would be the one thing that gets Faith to go back to Chicago.